Right, hi guys. Finally got home. Finally, but my God, how to get out of an hospital in 1 year is just to get a simple op done is just a nightmare. In terms of the op was fine. Stricture is everything should be fine. The stent's in, the blood flows flowing normally. So in terms of that, we shouldn't have any more problems with that. So that's good news. So I'm not have to worry about that anymore. But yeah, getting out yesterday was just an absolute nightmare. I looked like I was on the way home. So much so I had my last antibiotics, and that means I could have my cannula out. Had that out, and cardiology. Though we told them on Thursday when we came in, they need to see this wound here. They need to see that because it didn't look right. Because after the op, they just didn't give any instructions on what to do next. They didn't really sort of say if it's dry, leave it, which is what I would do. If it's clean, dry, there's no point putting plaster on it, or me putting it, or say if to keep putting plasters on it until it's actually healed up completely. But yeah, so we asked them to come down. Thursday went into Friday, had the op, didn't see us, went into Saturday, still hadn't seen us, and I said, well, screw them, I'm going home. Then when they then from what the liver side were telling me, they told me cardiology and microbiology had seen, when they took a swab of this wound, that there was an infection in it, and I needed 48-hour vancomycin. That means staying in overnight, because that can only be done by IV. In the hospital, staying for 48 hours. Basically, miss uni on Monday, which I can't afford really. Miss money on and also on Tuesday. Just having to stay in. Though they haven't even seen it. All they've seen is a photo taken by one of the registrars and then sent to them. So I was like, well, no, get them down here, because you can't do that. You can't go on photographic evidence. You need to see it. So we waited, and then I kept getting told, right, give us 15 more minutes, we'll come and see you. And I got to the point where I was, nah, fuck this, I'm going home. Right, I'll go to the GP in the morning, get antibiotics there. Right, and if there's any problems, because my mum is sterile trained, I'm sterile trained, we can do dressings ourselves. There's also, we can spot any sign of infections at all. So even if there was a temperature, we would know, and we could go straight to the local hospital. Doing this for about 24 years. But yeah, so we kept waiting, and it got to the point I went down the cardio myself. I went even to the cardio ward and like, where's your doctors? I've been waiting all day, where's your doctors? And then the nurse there said that, well, I don't know why they've been telling you that we're going to come see you, because the doctor's only just finished up, and there's one doctor for our ward, and he's only just finished up on a patient in surgery. So I don't know why they were telling you we could come and see you earlier, because that was not the case. And I went, right, so someone's lying. Someone's obviously not telling the truth. I went back to liver, waited. Finally, the doctor came, the cardio doctor came, and they said, well, we advised antibiotics, but we weren't going to decide whether it was vancomycin IV or taking at home orally. That was down between liver and microbiology, not cardiology and microbiology. So what the liver side were telling me was apparently not true, and it was down to them, which meant I was waiting there for no reason. Now, either the liver side are lying, who I'm supposed to trust for 24 years, or cardiology is lying. Either way, they are trying to blame each other, because they've got this blame culture, especially between cardiology and liver. They've got this blame culture, right, where if someone screws up, it's someone else's fault. It's not theirs, it's theirs. And I'm fed up with it. I literally am fed up with it. It's not helping the patients. It's not helping the staff. It's not helping anyone. Someone just sometimes needs to man up, realise they've made a mistake, right, and sort it out, rather than just trying to shove the blame on someone else. Now I don't know who to trust. The only real people I now trust in the hospital is the Prof Heaton himself, who was away at the time, his secretary, and as my psychologist. The rest of them I don't even trust, so I don't know what they're saying. I don't know who's right, who's wrong. Because I've got one side of cardiology telling me that I should believe them over liver, who I'm supposed to trust my whole life. So I'm going to be constantly under their care. It's just ridiculous. It is richly ridiculous. Don't get me wrong. The treatment's brilliant. Right? The treatment is second to none. And I can't fault them on that. I mean, I'm still here, and this is one because of them. I'm talking to you now through this video. But it's some of what goes on in that hospital is just unreal. It's really unreal. Right? It's just mismanagement, poor attitude, blame cultures, and to be honest, it just drives me up the fucking wall. Sorry for swearing, but it really does drive me up the fucking wall. It gets to a point where you sort of, even on the way down, I was like, I can tell something's going to go wrong. I can tell something's going to go wrong, and I just know it. So yeah, I'm up to here with them. I'm livid. I'm still livid with them. Right? They can't just do one simple op. Right? They can't do one simple thing right. So 9 days time, I will see the surgeon, Prof Heaton. Me and him are like that. We are that close together because I mean, he saved my life 6 times already, and you could say he literally knows me inside out. Yeah, so I will be telling him exactly what's gone on, and basically tell him his team needs an earful. It really does. They need to just drop this attitude and this blame culture or excuse after excuse after excuse, and just do your job. I don't mind you making mistakes. I don't mind you making simple mistakes, like simple decisions going wrong, right, or something you didn't pick up, right? But as long as you just don't find an excuse for it and just get it sorted, right? Because otherwise it just doesn't help anyone. It doesn't help me. It doesn't help the staff. It doesn't help the nurses. It doesn't help anyone else, right? Because while I'm having an argument with them about not sorting stuff out, you've got patients around the other side who are only having their first transplant, probably even their only first experience in that damn hospital, and because they're now stuck with that liver care, they've got to trust these people. They don't know these people. I do, but they don't. So they're going to be petrified if they're going to see someone who's known the system for 24 years having an argument with them because they can't do their job. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely bloody ridiculous. Having said that, sorry, I needed to get that out, but it's just the management of that hospital is just unreal. I mean, it doesn't have a canteen, for God's sake. It decides the hospital decides the canteen, don't need the canteen anymore. We're going to put an M&S there for the food that you could take home with. I mean, what am I going to do? It has food like dried spaghetti now, I'm sorry. What am I going to do with spaghetti? Am I going to get a hob in the middle of the hospital and start cooking it? No. It's the confectionery shop it did have is gone. It's replaced by Costa. Right? You've got an M&S where the canteen was, where you could sit down, get away from the ward, get away from the nurses, everything. And the families could find somewhere to have a meal and sit down, because they're going to be spending lots and lots and lots of time there. I mean, transplant, once you've had a transplant, you've got a month of aftercare in there, at least, before you go home. Sometimes, if it's really well, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So, yeah, but unfortunately, there's someone there who wants that. They want money. They want more money out of it. So, if you want anything, you've got to go outside. But unfortunately, as a patient, you can't go outside. So you've got to rely on family members, right, or relatives, or anyone that's visiting to come up and bring you something, right, in terms of food. Because the food there is, oh my God, I wouldn't even feed it to my cat. I've tried everything on that menu. I wouldn't feed it to my cat. Right, my cat has standards. Sorry, it has standards, and it's not them. It's disgusting. Right, steamed to death, microwave to death, right, and then they put a lid on it which condenses and makes it soggy as shit. Yeah, but hopefully I will now have, and luckily now I'll probably have to stay out of there. Hopefully I'll stay out of there for a long time now. Don't have to worry about anything else. Just keep on the right path, keep on this, yeah, just keep to the plan of getting through this, concentrating back on uni, getting through this your first year of uni, still going to the, still doing what I want to do, book an F1 experience, British Grand Prix, which hopefully I'll get to meet Lewis Hamilton, yeah, whilst I do a pit walk, which I can't wait, I'm buzzing. Yeah, more football, like that Southampton game, and yeah, just getting things done in my life before, because you never know when it can turn, and it can turn very quickly, and this was a real scare. It might have only just been a small procedure in the end, but this for me was a real scare, because it's the same problem again, and with me, I don't know, it could be a week, 2 weeks, a month down the line, and then something else goes wrong. It's something I live with day after day. It's not negative, it's not defeatist, it's realistic. There's always a little issue with myself. It's never just flowing nicely. So, yeah, but it's nothing that I can't deal with, especially without my mum, my sister, and all my family, and hopefully any other support I get. And yeah, you guys, all the messages of support, I can't thank enough. It really helps. If you're new, subscribe. If you want to follow this story, I will be doing, I did say I'll do a video with my mum explaining about my first 2 transplants. We'll do that at some point. But yeah, if you like the content, like it, and then if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll try and answer them next time in my next video. 9 days time, like I said, I'll see the surgeon, and then yeah, it'll be just like an update from there. And then 3 weeks time, go back to see cardio again. Yeah, great. In the meantime, thanks for listening, and thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you soon.